But something about the CF3 with in Pianoverse, it just kind of it just cuts through. It's just got that sparkly Yamaha bite. But I wanted to just go just a little beyond the Pianoverse, and I've got something really amazing to show you that I just discovered. And with Pianoverse, I keep saying this over and over again because the way that they recorded it, is Chewy looking at you guys? Yeah, there you go. The way that ikmultimedia prepared these pianos is what makes it work with these spaces. These they had to record it dry. You hear how bone dry this is. And this is using the close mic. They had to record it totally dry because in order for it to interact with the spaces, because in any sample library, wherever the instrument was sampled, that becomes forever baked into the sound. And, you know, you can do all kinds of things with it, but, you know, you're always going to have that room. If it was recorded at Abbey Road, you're going to have Abbey Road's imprint on it. If it was recorded at Air Studio, you're going to have Air Studio's imprint, or Teldex or Funk House, or even in your garage, it's going to have an imprint. And so that is why you had, you know, they had to record these dry to make these spaces work. And I've got the space turned all the way down, but this is Studio B. And right away, you just turn up a little bit of that space and it just brings that character to it. It just, imprints the room on the sound. It just becomes a part of it. So let's see. I want to go ahead. Let's pull up the. I've not played much of the Royal Upright, the Y5, and I think this is based on a Yamaha U5. And I'll just load the classic etudes. Here we go. Yeah. One thing I don't like about the Upright is the release. Is those release samples. I mean, so as soon as I load up one of the Upright patches, I've got to turn those way down just to kind of imply it a little bit. And it's got a little interesting tuning. Oh no. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with this piano with the releases and the harp resonance. Let's go to the mix, and this is the close mic. And this is in the Academy space. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Let's flip the mics. Oh, okay. Yeah, with that sustain pedal, the variable sustain pedal just will trigger that, and then that triggers the harp resonance. So I've got to be careful of not to touch that too much, because it's not an on-off switch; it's variable. So that way we can get half pedaling, which Pianoverse supports. So this is the Academy space. Yeah. And you know what? It did have the back microphones selected. So yeah, I've got to keep my foot on that pedal. So let's see. This is the close mic, and these are right over the keys. Here we go. I tend to really go for that close mic a little bit more. And I'm going to turn off the harp resonance because it kind of starts getting muddy. Because it's almost like a convolution effect in a way, and not so much a sympathetic resonance effect. So when we have it turned up all the way, you can hear when you hit the pedal, it brings it in, and it's more like a reverb effect or like another convolution effect. So I hit a chord and I push down the sustain pedal, and you hear the harp resonant come in. And the thing is, it does not cut off from the previous notes, so that's why it kind of gets muddy. And so that's why, like, the releases and the harp resonances on this particular piano, I tend to just really put them just very, very low and let the space kind of do the work. And we can just hear how that works. And let's go to the ballet studio, and then I'm going to show you something amazing. Now let me turn the space down a little bit. Okay, Jeff, what piece was that? You never know. You never know around here. I was kind of doing something just kind of like etudish or something. It reminds me of a trip to Vermont that it's the Newhart theme. It's a, yeah. And Henry Mancini, Henry Mancini wrote that theme for the Newhart show. That is after it's after this one. That's the original Bob Newhart, and then we've got and that's the Newhart show. Yeah, but that kind of puts you in that Baroque mode. Yeah, that's about right. But yeah. And that ballet studio has a really specific tone to it. Okay, so this is what I was working with like last week, and it's just kind of like I'm going. And this was something that I originally had thought about when thinking about the spaces. Oh yeah, I still. I'm still rocking the shorts. Yeah, I mean, I'm like in thermal denial sometimes when we're transitioning from the seasons. Don't want to get anybody too excited. But when I first just started playing with Pianoverse and hearing how dry everything was, it was like um, I've got to see what it would do in Vienna Symphonic Library's MIRE 3D. And if you've not heard of MIRE 3D, this is like it's just like an incredible. It takes convolution and the idea of convolution to such a different level that it just really has been blowing my mind. So what I want to do, I'm going to pull up the Busendorfer. I'm going to pull up the natural, and the load time. It might take, load times on Pianoverse take a while, about 45 seconds or so. And so you can just see that. This is the Busendorfer, and this is in just the natural. I think the Academy is usually their default, but we're going to turn that all the way off. And let's see what microphone mix we have. We've got the close mic. I'm going to go ahead and switch this to the coincident mic. That is coming at it from the side. And this is completely dry. And this is what's going to make this work. This is what's going to make this work. What if we wanted to put this in the synchron stage? Now VSL has, I've got to figure out how to get that pedal to, because you barely touch it. You can barely touch it, and it does its thing. So here is MIR Pro 3D, and we've got so many different rooms and venues that we can choose. And so I'm just going to go for it here. Let's put this in. And I went ahead and downloaded all the packs that I could download. VSL was so kind to send me access to these to just experiment with. And so what we're going to do, let's just go with synchron stage wide. And this is just so crazy. So what this allows you to do, it allows you to take your instruments and place them inside of these different venues. And so I'm going to load this up, and I'm going to select the down mix, and we can have different mics and that kind of thing. But now we can look and see this, and you can hold control and rotate this. So here is where Pianoverse is. So I've got Pianoverse kind of like in the center of the studio of synchron stage. Now this is where all the VSL libraries, the synchron libraries, were recorded. And so what I can do, it's in the center here. So I'm going to, we're just going to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole for just a second, but it's just amazing. So let's see what we've got going on. So we've got an insert that we can insert the MIRE send. It sends this to the server. And let me just pull this up some more. And we can blend the room. And now watch what happens. Yeah, this is the Pianoverse Busendorfer Natural Grand inside of Synchron Stage A. And what we can do, we can take it and we can move it over here. And we can move it over here. And you can hear it just kind of doing its thing. And my friend Ben is in the chat, and yeah, so I am just I am just such a noob at this, but I'm an excited one at that, just to see the possibilities. So yeah, so you can upscale a mono signal to stereo, surround, Atmos, and it's incredible. Unfortunately, Cakewalk does not support multi-channel audio, so I'm going to do some more experimentation with probably Reaper or Cubase to get some binaural things happening. But I'm just the idea that we can do this is incredible. And so we've got this, and we can pull it. I like to pull it over kind of to where the Synchron Bosendorfer was recorded, and we can take this. Yeah, let's see. There's just so much going on. And let's see. Yeah, so there's the 3D, and we've got different positions, the conductor position, or it can go to the sidewall. And I've got a secondary mic. I'll just turn that off. So we've got that mic position right there, but we can even move that around if we wanted to. We can put it right in the very center here. It's incredible. And we can change the direction of the source. We can pan it, and we can make the stereo field wider. So let's just put it back to the conductor position. And now let's just see. Let's go to another venue. Like I said, I'm learning so much about this. Okay, so let's go to the Teldex. So this is the Teldex studio. And you can see they just go to so much detail to represent these spaces. And so now the piano is sitting kind of like off to the side. So let me get this a little bit. Let's see if we can get this a little bit larger here. We can see. Yeah. So here's the same piano, but in the Teldex studio. Let's see, let's check out the dry wet. And I've just been experimenting. Okay, now let's take it. Now you can really hear it now. And we can just bring that wet signal back down. And we can move this right in front of the conductor position. And you can put a vocal in there. You can put any audio track. It can populate in here, and that you can put an ensemble in here, a rhythm section, and be able to pull these around to all of these different rooms. And here is the Fest House. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just incredible. And let's say we want to put this, and I've got the cardioid, the wide cardioid mic, and let's see. And then we've got different profiles that we can use. Let's just use the cardioid. And we can just reposition the piano. Let's put it over here on this side of the stage. And then we can move the mic back into the center section here to make it farther away, or we can come up a little bit closer where the conductor would be. Yeah, so let's just check out one more room because there's so much going on. We've even got mystic spaces, and this is a church founded in 1346. And let's load that up. Yeah. So look at all of the detail that they go into. And so we've got the piano placed over here. So let's put it right there near the mics, and let's listen. Move it over here. I tell you what, I didn't think about doing this, but let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and put. I'm going to put it in my mic channel. Hey, and here I am right here. So I can sing in front of you. Oh, yeah. La do all creatures of our God and King, lift up your voice and let us sing. Oh, praise Him, Alleluia, Hallelujah. And I can increase the stereo width. Great is. So it's like I'm standing in front of this altar here, and it's going into this beautiful space. And I've got the piano sitting over here. Yeah. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Let's see. Okay, yes. Oh, the hot spots. There we go. Oh, let me put myself at the organ. Yeah. So now I'm singing from the back of the church and playing the piano at the front. Oh, 'cause never thought about doing this. Okay, let's go to the, oh, let's see. Okay, let's go to another room. I told you this was gonna get crazy. This was gonna get absolutely crazy. Okay, let's go to this control room, the Orff studio, and this is in the funk house. Right here. Okay, yes. So I was way up in the church. Wow, listen to that. Okay, so now if you let me zoom in here. So I can walk around the studio. Now I'm going in the back corner here. Now I'm going to walk across the back wall, and I'm over here. And then now I'm coming towards the front here. And now I'm right under the mics. So that is incredible. So the thing is, I could have multiple vocal tracks and they would be populated here, and I can place them in these rooms like this. And so this is a perfect dry studio. It's incredible. Yeah, this is a little bit drier. Okay, let's see. Let's put, yeah. Okay, so now when we adjust the wet ratio, you can hear some of the reflections in the studio. Dun, dun, ba, da, da, bum, da, da, do, dee, de, de, do, 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 ba. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now you're not gonna be able to get me out of this. And one, okay, let me see. Let's go back to the dry and listen to the. Okay, now what is amazing to me is the latency. Having this kind of convolution effect on an insert, and I'm doing this live. I'm monitoring the vocal live so I can kind of hear the feedback. And there is just very well, there's really, I can't tell much of a latency there. And I guess I like to run low buffer sizes. And so let me just check. Yeah, I'm running like at a 256 buffer size on this Arturia. And the Arturia, I think this is, yeah, this is the new Mini Fuse 4, and I really have enjoyed using that. So I'm running 48K, 24-bit 48K audio, and so that's really amazing. Okay, let's go to it. Just another one of the big rooms. Let's go to this. Let's go to this this concert house. Let's go to the concert house. Yeah, look at that. Dun, 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 dun. And let's put the piano. Let's put the piano back over here and try that. Dun, 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 dun. Da, da. Now let's see. There's the voiceover. This is my Father's word to my listening ears. We need a bigger house, but see, you hear the reflections of that. Let's, oh man, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this one. Done. This is my Father's word. And let's put a secondary mic in there. Oh, to my listening ears. La da da da. Let's turn the secondary mic on. Da 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 da. Gives a little more depth. The music of the Spirit. This is a little darker room. The music of the spheres. And we can EQ the room if we want to take up that little 200. Da 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 do. La da 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 da. Let's smooth myself back here. La da da da. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. Yeah, that is amazing. It's amazing. It is amazing. So that's just a taste of MIR Pro 3D, and I'm not going to close this because we might come back to it later. But yeah, one of the other things that that they're working on is partnering with GPU audio, and that is going to be able to allow you to use your GPU card, the graphics processing, to take some load off of the CPU. And frankly, for what we're doing all of this live, and I'm just, I'm really amazed we've not had any kind of crazy things happen with breaking up and stuff. But yeah, this is just the beginning, and this is just the beginning for me to just to discover more about this. But again, we go back to the reason Pianoverse is so dry, because we can put it wherever we want to put it, and that's what makes it so powerful. And not only can we put it in an amazing, I'm going to go ahead and just turn off the MIR Pro for the mic and Pianoverse, because what we can do, if you've got other effects, there are other convolution effects out there, and this one comes with Unify. And Unify, this is a free convolution effect, and we can plug that in. And this is just such a huge room. And it has so many crazy convolution effects built in here. So this is called Ambient Dreams, and it's a impulse response. And this is still the Bösendorfer. And this is free with Unify. If you purchase Unify, it comes with the Klangfalter, which is a free open source impulse response player. And then of course we've got Black Hole. So even with all of the amazing effects that come with Pianoverse, the very fact that you can mix it with so many different things that you have, if you can, it really gives you the ability to just shape it any way you want, with the internal effects and with your external effects. And then we've got our good friend Shimmerverb here. Let me pull that up. I love Valhalla effects. Yeah, this is a little bit of Shimmerverb. So whatever effects you have, because Pianoverse is dry, you can just make it whatever you want. It's just beautiful. Love it. But let's just take a look at some of the effects built in, and there are a bunch. And we've got a shimmer verb actually built into Pianoverse. We can blend that. And this is built into Pianoverse. And then we can do the convomorph. Now, convomorph is crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the master. Yeah, there we go. And we can go in between. We can go in between two different types of convolutions. So we've got aquarium. Let's go to particles and let's choose a rhythmic. And then we can modulate these. So see, I can move it back and forth, or I can assign an LFO to that. So let's do that. So I'm going to assign LFO1 to the A and B mix, and now you can see. And we can slow the rate down, so it's going back and forth between those. Now let's put the shimmer verb back on there. It's amazing what you can do. And I'm just touching the surface of what you can do with these. And I think it's very versatile, just because they started with just focusing on just getting the pure sound of these pianos. And there are other pianos coming out, and you want to make sure that you stay tuned for those, because I can't wait to see those as well. Okay, so I think okay. But then when you just strip it back down, yeah, so this kind of concludes this particular trilogy of Into the Pianoverse, Across and Beyond the Pianoverse. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you to IK Multimedia for letting me have this amazing adventure.